Hey, it's BrickTsar. We're going to be looking at our NBA collector sets, number 1 through 8. That's sets number 3560 through 3567. We have all of the minifigures. I am missing 3 cards for some reason. But anyway, I learned something when I was setting this display up that I did not know before when I was reviewing that. And I will explain that in just a minute. That is regard to the cards that you get with them. But any variations of some of the same people that appear here in other sets. And there were some polybags as well. Why is Jason's kid's hand still up? So anyway, this is and each came with an upper deck trading card for each one. So it's 2015 as I'm filming this. So how many of these players do you really know if you follow basketball? We got Ray Allen, Tim Duncan, Paul Gasol, Antoine Walker, Shaquille O'Neal, Tony Parker, Gary Payton, Dirk Nowitzki. We got Paul Pierce, Carl the Mailman Malone, Steve Francis, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Jason Kidd, Tony Kukoc, Vince Carter, Jerry Stackhouse, Steve Nash, Jalen Rose, Kevin Garnett, Fedor Stojakovic. We got Tracy McGrady, Chris Webber, timeout, and Allen Houston. So that is the 32 players. Okay, so when I was looking for my missing cards, which I did not find, I noticed, and I had noticed that there was a difference in the cards before. There were some who would have gold and some did not. And I thought that was for that particular player. I did not realize that there were 2 different variations for the same player. And look, a road uniform, home uniform. This is Jerry Stackhouse. And that card's seen better days there, but it's just I'm showing you that I don't know if these were different productions. Pretty much all the ones I had said 2003, but we see that you could get a gold card or one that was not gold. And looking at this collection I got from another bricklinker, we had much more of, these are all the Jerry Stackhouse, many more Jerry Stackhouse than the gold version. So I'm assuming these were limited edition with the gold. And supposedly it'd make them a little more collectible. I don't know. I don't know who is still collecting cards like this. But anyway, I thought I'd show you that because that is something I did not know when I was reviewing the other sets. And I guess that's something you learn either buying duplicates or just doing reviews like this. I never would have known because there's nothing on the box about there being special cards in here. They may have had some kind of promotion in the magazines that said that, but nothing on the box. So I'm looking at a box now and I don't see anything. So I got to make sure I do have the Karl Malone. This is the regular Karl Malone, and I'd have the special Karl Malone card right there. So I'm glad about that. So Karl is always going to have a special place on BrickTsar because we decided to use him when we do our hauls, and that's why I got the extra Karl here. And I actually did like him as a player, even though I was not a particular Utah Jazz fan. I live near Atlanta, Georgia, and we've always had that kind of connection with Utah because we traded and got Dominique Wilkins from Utah. We were the first team he played for. But anyways, I would have liked to have seen somebody like that, but obviously some of my favorite players had already retired by the time this series came out. And it's amazing, though, even though this was 12 years ago, there's a lot of these guys still playing, and some of them may be some people's favorite players. Dirk Nowitzki, he's a European player, one of probably the best European NBA player ever. He's from Germany. And Tim Duncan's still playing. There's a bunch of them. Kobe Bryant. So who is your favorite in this bunch here? We like Karl. I always had appreciation for Shaquille O'Neal. And I always get the Kevin Duncan and Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett mixed up because their minifigures look very similar. But a lot of good players here, a lot of good players. So Paul Pierce, man, he was deadly. He was deadly with the jump shot at the top of the key. So, and Allen Iverson, that guy had heart. He was a tough player, even though he was small. So, I don't know, who do you like, and who would you like to see Lego make. I wish Lego would get the license back and then do some kind of vintage, not that it's vintage style, but that we get some of the classic players from the history of basketball. And you know how these knockoff brands have been doing football, baseball, and hockey, and I know the licensing is very expensive, but I would love to see Lego just do minifigure packs like this, where you just have the one character, or have random packs, and just have maybe the all-stars from different sports, whether it be soccer, which is football, or real football, or hockey. I don't know, do people watch hockey in the U.S.? Probably not. And then basketball and baseball, of course. But anyway, that's my opinion. That's why I wanted to spend a little time on that and talk about that. But I know if the licensing wasn't so expensive, I know the NFL, if Lego did it, the stuff would fly off the shelf. But when you see those $10 Oyo packs, nobody's going to buy that junk. So I love these. These are good. And these are actually playable minifigures, and we're going to show you that in another video in the future. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this overview of my... And we are still working on getting a few others that were in the other sets, not in the collector series. So thanks for watching. It is BrickTsar.